Welcome to the fall. We've got interest rate changes for the first time since March. We've got job losses across the country. And despite that, prices are not in a free fall. Okay, we're going to go over all that and more in this market update of Southwestern Ontario. We'll cover London and Windsor, two markets that I really specialize in, as well as Chatham, Sarnia, and pretty much everywhere in between. If you're looking to move within Southwestern Ontario and you need some help, you need some expertise, I am a relocation expert. People call me constantly from YouTube. You can as well. That's my phone number right there on the screen. Feel free to reach out. Okay, so the big news coming out of August was job losses. Canada lost 66,000 jobs that month, bringing our unemployment to 7.1. Now that headline there that you see is a little misleading, okay? It's a little fear-mongering to get you to click. We're not anywhere near the unemployment rate we were during COVID. It was like 15% of the country then. We're at 7.1 right now, which is still not good, but it's not like that crazy bad. Our unemployment in 2023, for example, was 5%, so we're 2.1% higher than that. Catching a lot of the blame for these layoffs is tariffs. Yeah, the boogeyman was quiet for a few months, but now it's back. We're hearing all about tariffs, and they're going up again. Or they've gone up again, I should say. In this article from Global News released August 1st, they said on Friday the trade war escalated yet again after the United States President Donald Trump increased tariffs on Canada by 10%. I worry deeply that layoffs will start to happen in large numbers, says a spokesperson from the Canadian Federation of Independent Business. That doesn't sound good. So at the heels of all this, the Bank of Canada has decreased the overnight interest rate by 0.25%, so a quarter point. This will affect variable rate mortgages, but not fixed rate mortgages, okay? So remember, fixed rate mortgages are affected by the bond yields, and these overnight interest rates do affect the variable rate mortgages, and maybe the interest rate you get somewhere like at Wealthsimple or something like that, they might lower as well. But so it's only going to affect a portion of the mortgage market. All right, let's talk the prices. Okay, we're going to do London and we're going to do Windsor here. So first off with London, the prices dropped in August 0.9%. So less than 1%. And then the month before that, it was 0.5. And before that, it was 0.5. So the prices are coming down, but that's not a free fall. You know what I mean? Like that's very unexciting numbers. That doesn't make a good headline. At the start of September, the average price in London was $662,000. The highest point this year was $672,000. So it is not dropping fast, and there isn't a ton of movement there. It's just a slow decline. Now, in Windsor, it's a little different, but not really, okay? So the average price has kind of been hovering all year long from like $560 to $580 as your average price. So some months it goes up a little bit, some months it goes down a little bit, but essentially it's been hovering along the same line all year long. So we're not really seeing a decrease there either, and if we have, it's ever so slight. The same story can be told about Chatham, it can be told about Sarnia, and pretty much everywhere else in Southwestern Ontario. And to be honest, that's a pretty healthy decline. Like, markets have times where it booms, and markets have times where it comes down a bit. In terms of coming down, I mean, that's what you want so far. I'm not saying it'll stay like that forever, but so far this has been a very healthy decrease in the prices. So at this point, there's probably two questions in your mind, okay? So if you're a buyer, you're probably like, with all this terrible news about the economy, when will it crash? Like, is it not supposed to? When should I buy? And if you're a seller, some of you might be sitting there thinking, well, then Ryan, how come I'm getting no showings on my house? It's not moving. You got an explanation for that? I do, actually. So I'll answer both directly in a sec, but first, a couple things. The news headlines are designed to make you click, okay? So this article we talked about earlier, right? 66,000 jobs. Oh my God. That isn't good. I'm not going to say it's good. That's a bad thing. But when you read the body of the article, 60,000 of those jobs were from part-time employment that's being lost. And that's why you also hear about 400 people applying for one job at Tim Hortons, right? So that's not a good situation, but it has a different effect on the economy and on the housing market than if these jobs were full-time, jobs that are typically used to support a family of four. Okay, if this is auto plants shutting down, that has a completely different effect on the economy than 60,000 part-time jobs. Part-time jobs are usually used to either give a teenager experience or to supplement income. Also, these unemployment numbers of 7.1, like again, that's not great. However, if we look back, the last time it was 7.1 was in 2016. Do you remember 2016? I do. It was not like panic time. The economy wasn't booming, but it also wasn't like in the rut. Like people weren't even talking in 2016 about how terrible things were. Again, 7.1 is not great. It's better to have that number lower, but it's not like it was during the Great Recession. Okay, so sellers. This is a special note for the sellers. The truth is, the prices have come down. Okay, our peak was in like 2022 when the average price was like $200,000 more than it is right now. If you look at this graph, we've been slowly declining for 2 to 3 years by this point. So what you're seeing is a lot of sellers will put their house on the market and they still have maybe 2023 in their mind or even 2024, and they put it up there and they get no showings. Or they get a few, but no offers. And they go, oh my God, the market must be crashing. It's not crashing, but your current price doesn't reflect the current market value. It doesn't reflect the market right now. We went from an extreme seller's market down to what is technically right now a balanced market. So when you do that, the prices will come down. It didn't free fall, it slowly decreased. So again, if your house is on the market right now and you think it doesn't even matter if you have a nice house or a bad house, you have to price the house based on what the product you have is worth in today's market. So look at this graph. This graph shows the volume of terminated listings. So this is the number of sellers who have canceled their listing. Now, why is it so high? Because these sellers were expecting prices from 1 to 2 years ago. That's the truth. Now some of these sellers don't have a choice. They literally can't sell for less because they purchased their house after COVID and they just don't have the equity to sell the house lower because they bought it high, right? However, some of these sellers, they just want more and they're not able to get it. So, I mean, that's where you have to make a decision as a seller. Am I able and do I want to sell it at today's market value, or do I want to hang on? Maybe 2027 will be a little bit better for me. I don't think 2026 is going to be booming, by the way. I think you're probably looking more towards 2027. And if we look here at months of inventory, so this is how many months would it take for everything to be sold if no more listings came on the market, all right? We're around 5 right now. 5 months of inventory, which is firmly a balanced market, okay? Anything 3 or less is typically a seller's market, and anything 6 or more is a buyer's market. You're sitting here at 5. You are in a balanced market. If you put your house up, you will sell it in 30 to 45 days as long as it's priced well. The question everyone asks is, when should I? Everyone wants to get in the market at the absolute lowest. Of course, who wouldn't? However, I can promise you one thing. If you're trying to time the market, you will miss. Because you don't know the bottom of the market until the prices are already going back up. And then you look back, you go, oh, that was the bottom. You will miss it. Like, it's a fact of life. I think right now, if you were to buy a house in today's market, in 5 years, you'll look back, you'll be laughing. You'll be like, oh, good, I bought it then rather than now. I bought it when the prices were lower. Typically, that's when you want to buy a house. It's funny, people do the opposite, right? So like when it's booming and it's 2021, 2022, and prices are going up, everybody wants to buy a house. Prices are high, people want to buy. Now prices are low and consumer confidence is low, so people don't want to buy, which is backwards, right? You'd think you'd want to buy when the prices were low, not high. Doesn't make a ton of sense, but that's just the way human nature works. It's like Warren Buffett once said, be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. He's rich because he follows that advice. Most people don't. There's just this fear in us. We don't want to jump in the market when things are slow. I totally get it. But if you're looking for a place right now, if you're in a place where you want to move and you're a first-time home buyer, I mean, right now, this is for first-time home buyers. This is the time because you have nothing to sell right now. You're just going to buy. You're going to enter the market at a place where the prices are lower. Could they drop more? Yes, they could. They could drop through 2026, maybe still a slow decline, maybe a big fat quick decline. Even if they do, in the grand scheme of things, I think you'll be happy that you bought 10 years from now. You'll be happy that you bought when you did. Because again, you will miss the bottom if you wait for the absolute bottom. It's more just when do you feel comfortable purchasing a home. And if that's you, if you're looking to move, if you're looking to buy or sell, my phone number is right on the screen right there. Feel free to give me a call. People call me constantly from YouTube. I do a lot of business through this and help a lot of people. And even if you just want to let me know what your goals are and how I can help you achieve those goals, I'm open to a conversation. So feel free to reach out. Thanks so much.